Good afternoon, Tripsy Whoopsies. It's Friday feeling, and I don't know about you, but my Friday feeling ain't that buzzing. So I woke up at, I was prompted to wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning because my son was being sick down my back. Yes, that was a lovely experience to wake out of a sleep with the contents of your son's daily eating down your back because he ate far too many sweeties. He's still not completely right, and he was sick just there before. But I think it's just down to having too many sweeties yesterday. So anyway, today we've got some young, lovely girls on the show. I know these girls from acting. Well, to be fair, they knew me for getting into a class and didn't even say that they knew me. And then their mum texted me outside and say, I think my girls have just saw you, Dee. So that's how I met these girls. I've also worked with one of the girls on a charity event as well, which was amazing. But without further ado, let's bring on Heather and Mary Waddle.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
He's buzzing.
Yeah, very exciting.
Well, basically, we're just going to say, obviously in lockdown, being younger and also being in the arts industry with modelling and acting. So how are you doing, girls? What are you doing to keep busy?
Just doing a mix of things. I think doing exercise, quite a good thing to keep occupied. We've had all the board games out, everything. Mary keeping busy.
I know. Well, we've actually still been able to do like our acting classes and things, which has been really good fun.
Yeah, like doing them online.
Doing them online and things like that. Just catching up with friends on Zoom, quiz nights and stuff.
Yeah. Me and my friends have all got public quizzes.
I know.
Zoom acting, how's that work?
What was that, sorry?
Zoom at two of my favourite girls there, so I'm in there buzzing for these girls. But yeah, what was I going to say there? I've hardly had any sleep, so probably every time I'll be interrupted, I'll be like your gran going, girls, what was I saying there? Because I haven't had 2 hours sleep. So Zoom, so your acting classes. So what are you doing in terms of exercising your acting through Zoom? What is it you're actually doing?
Well, we've been doing a lot of RP, like working on our English accent and things like that. So it's been very good. We've been doing a bit
of RP, I used to do RP in one of my shows. The last show I did at college was RP, so it's wonderful.
No, it's been good. So we've got an acting coach, Leslie Russell, so we've been doing a lot of stuff with her and getting things like that. And we've had a lot of self-tapes recently, actually. I had one, and it was a 9-page one. I had less than a day to learn it. Oh, I know, English accent. And Heather had an exam as well, because normally it's quite good because obviously we both do acting, so we can both learn each other's lines basically.
It's quite good having like another actor in the house, especially for like doing self-tapes, because you know yourself. It's always better like acting off another actor, because the amount of times if like Mary's been out or something, I've got my mum or dad to like
it's not the same.
I knew act off them just never works.
And you can get into a great flow and your self-tape's going great, and they go, oh, Hen, I've lost my place. I'm like, I'm going to win.
You can't go back.
The guys are asking what ages are girls, what age, and basically I know you's Heather, and obviously Mary, but you better tell which one's which as well.
I'm Mary and I'm 17.
I'm Heather, I'm 19.
There you go. It's like back at the first day acting class, and I love to dance. But yeah, I'm doing a screenplay just now. I've been studying screenplay while I've been in between being maniac on here shouting about different things. I've been studying screenplay, and you forget how intricate the art is until you look at it again. So I think this time's good for that.
Yeah, and I think especially having like been able to do self-tapes in this time, it's good prep for like afterwards when we can obviously start getting more like face-to-face castings again, and it's good to kind of keep up like having to learn scripts and all that.
So what's your goal in acting, girls? Where do you see yourself? And don't be shy, because we Scottish actors are far too humble, except for me, because I love myself. But we are very humble. So what's your aspirations? What's your plan for the future for acting?
Well, I think ideally we both kind of, especially for like the past 6-7 years, like when we were younger, we did a lot of the kind of like local theatre and stuff, and as much as we'd love to go into theatre again, but we do kind of
now. Our main focus is screen just now. That's what we've been mainly focusing on.
So ideally doing more screen work, but also trying to branch out a bit more into theatre, and trying to go into there a wee bit more would be good. But yeah, honestly, we're open to anything. I think that's one thing that's so like I love so much about acting is like kind of diversity of it and being able to do different roles and like have all these kind of different experiences.
Do you know what I've just prompted? I've just actually had a panic attack. I was auditioning for a panto, and I've just remembered that this is the 22nd, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, my self-tape's to be in today. My first ever panto audition, and it's a guy called William playing in an adult panto if I get it. So hopefully I get it.
Good luck. I think you'd be ideal in panto. You'd be amazing.
I know it. You know, I just love it. I think obviously I fell into comedies, you know, girls, but acting is my passion. I love being something different, and I hate to let guys into a secret. D Maxwell comedy is something different, because if I behaved like that every day in life, I would be in the you know, I would be somewhere being looked at. So, how are you? How's your mind feeling, girls? Because that's what the show's about. It's just to show where's your mind at just now. How are you coping? Are you having moments where you think, no, I can't do this anymore? And how are you getting through them?
Well, we're both quite positive, which helps. And I think the best thing to do is just keep busy. That's what we've been doing constantly, and getting yourself in a routine as well. Like, it started lockdown, it was like 4 a.m. I was going to sleep watching Vampire Diaries, not getting up till like 12, 2. I know. And then just a routine, basically.
My wee boy didn't sick. Sorry, Herald, go.
Oh no, I was just going to say, I think like getting into a routine definitely helps. Like going for a walk, if you ever do feel kind of down, I think going for even just a walk can help so much. Like I love exercise, so I think like if you can just get even 20-30 minutes in a day,
so really we're the total opposite. Heather's dead fat. Like, Heather goes for runs, she does workouts. I swear to God, I can't even run. Like,
the amount of times that I'll be like, oh, Mary, just come, because like for some company, come for a run with me. We'll get about 200 meters away from the house. I turn around and Mary's already walking and texting on her phone. I know.
But see, that's not that you can't do it. That's you just
I'm just completely lazy. That's what it is.
You know, but you know what? I totally get it, because see, before I started my weight journey, obviously adult stuff, massive breakup, you know, loads of weight on, worst stage of my life. And I swear, see today, do you know the only thing that's annoying me? I'm thinking it is blowing a gale out there and it's raining, and I better get out for my 10k walk. Now, if anybody had told me I'd said that last year, I'd have been like, no chance. Never. Yeah. But I love it now.
Yeah, I think you do learn to love it. Like, the more you do it, the more you actually like look forward to it. And it's like, it's a nice way to de-stress.
Look at Mary's. I to knock myself out, but no.
I'll stick to my
the girls are models as well as actresses, all right. They're lovely girls as well. But any questions you want to ask them, and they will answer in the honest way possible for maybe kids in their age group, to help stimulate them, because a lot of kids, we're very imaginative. We can make something out of nothing, but a lot of kids have lost that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? They've lost that vibe to know how to do it, because everything's on a computer. Do you know? So they've been rediscovering things. So if anybody's got any questions for the girls they'd like to ask them about their career or lockdown, just put them in, and Kane will put them up in the comments. But I've got a wee question for you, right? Yeah. So see, when you're modelling, right, and you're doing those faces, right, and I look at them and I think, wow, just stunning. And I try and reenact your faces. I mean, I did get a hat once, and I did try it, and I'm afraid to say I looked a cross between Jimmy Cranky and Pat Butcher. So I couldn't walk that hat. So that's the specific way you need to wear these hats just to look amazing, is what you do when you're in the photos, because I was nearly crying, girls. It wasn't fun.
No, that's not true at all. Winging it, honestly.
I think a lot of time you have to trust like the photographer and like the actual designer who's made them, because
sometimes the pose that you make, like when you're sitting doing it, you're like, oh my God, I feel so daft doing this. It's not going to look good. And then you see it through the photographer's point of view, and you're like, oh,
yeah. The amount of times that the poses that you do, like they look amazing on camera, but they're the most unnatural poses. Like it feels. The next day you can actually end up like muscle aches from like standing in front of positions.
Back, never bent your back like that ever.
So how many arguments have you had, or do you go on quite well, girls?
To be fair, we do get, I mean, don't get me wrong, we have had some arguments, like those petty stuff as well, like, but we do get along really good. Like, me and Heather are the best of friends outside, like doing acting and things like that.
Yeah, we've got a lot of like the same friend groups from stuff like that, because also there's only less than 2 years between us, so we're quite close in age. And even though like even just looking at us, you can't even tell we're so different. We've got a lot of personality, but we're good friends like outside. Like we're always doing stuff.
Well, that's the same with me and my older sister. My older sister's 2 years, 2 months older than me. And we were best friends growing up as well as sisters. So we did everything together. We didn't tend to do acting together. We tend to do things that we won't mention on this time. We were pretty rebellish, I would say. We were more along the lines of one step away from a jail sentence. However, it was character building. Ask the girls if they can make me look half as gorgeous as them. Margaret, listen, the girls are models. They're no magicians. You're absolutely beautiful. Your soul shines. What are you talking about? This woman's on the phone to me giving me pep talks when, the world thinks I'm the biggest healer. It's great. I'm on here. She's an amazing person. Another guy was saying, what's the girl's name? So you've obviously not long tuned in. There you go. What's the girl's name? So you need to say your name again as if you're in drama class.
I'm Mary Waddle.
Heather Waddle.
Heather Waddle.
There you go. They are sisters, although they don't look like each other. Do you know what I mean? No, but you can see similarities. You can see similarities. Because see, I'm like, because I do spiritual readings and all that, you don't have the same eyes and you don't have the same, but see here, just here, right here, that's it. That's the only bit that he's looking at.
The tiniest bit.
But that's the only bit I would say. But do you know what? He's very much got a good energy together. Now, what I was going to say as well is, how are you feeling about the arts? Because a lot of people are very worried about it. Me personally, I'm just like, whatever way it evolves, I will learn it. So how do you feel about that?
I think hopefully just now is probably a good time to, I suppose, for screenwriters, like you say, you're kind of working and stuff as well, to kind of get that. I suppose it's quite difficult to find probably inspiration just now, given the circumstances. So I suppose good time just now is quite a good time to be prepping and stuff. And hopefully that, things will just fall into place after quarantine. Because I don't know about you, probably have noticed it the same being a Scottish actor, but it definitely felt like the acting industry in Scotland was picking up before quarantine.
Oh God, aye.
Yeah, especially like years and months, it's definitely picked up. So hopefully things can continue afterwards.
Yeah. What about yourself, Mary?
No, I'm the exact same opinion as Heather. I think it will just hopefully fall into place the exact same. Before lockdown, it did pick up a lot. But see, I had a lot of self-tapes during lockdown.
Yeah. So mine's my accounts, both my Spotlight and my Star Now. I've been mad getting. Sometimes I'm having to watch that I'm not doubling them. Do you know how sometimes you can get on both, and it's been going crazy. So I've been self-taping like mad, and it has been really, really busy. But it's Leanne's asking, how did you get into acting, girls?
Well, we were always wee drama queens.
Yeah, always putting on wee plays as we were younger, and then obviously we started doing kind of just local theatre stuff, and then we went to Stagecoach for a couple of years, and then we kind of, like I say, about past 6-7 years focused more on screen, and then we got an agent through going to some who saw us performing, and it's just kind of happened from there. Picked up
as exactly the same with me. It was my HNC. I was here at my acting. And I was doing a play at, I can't even remember what theatre it was we did the first one at. And it was an agent that picked me up there. And that's why when you said RP, because I had a couple of lead roles, but I would say in my college career, it was actually my HND, in my college career, my best one was when I played Mrs. Welsh. And when you said RP, because Mrs. Welsh was it was the teacher at this school from the it was before women could actually qualify. They were allowed to learn, but they weren't allowed to sit exams, so they were voting for the suffragettes at the time. It was an amazing play. See, even just for the likes of you girls, see for playing the girls in it, go and look at it, because it's even something to practice your RP, because it's proper RP it's done in. Even the kids are RP. And it's an amazing play. I can't remember who wrote it, but it was Blue Stockings, and I played Mrs. Welsh, and I swear I felt myself come alive into a total when I was doing it. So I do miss that side of things. It is totally starting to get to me that way. But as I said, if you're a creative, not just an actor, because lots of people out there that just like to act, they don't like to do the side stuff of prepping sketches and short sketches or any stories. They're not into that, so it's good. Are you into any writing? Have you ever looked at anything like that? Or are you just strictly acting and modelling?
We've never really looked into it. It's something we considered. We were actually talking about this the other week there about how now's the time to actually kind of get creative.
I think obviously as you said before, it's a lot more difficult than most people think it is.
Yeah.
One thing we do love, and I think again that's quite good having us in the same household, is we love stuff like improv. Like improv is amazing.
We always sit and eat our dinner and start doing an improv scene.
I'll be sitting washing my face at night and start doing an improv in the mirror, and I'll like be blowing my eyes out and can just then weird.
I know, I do it all the time. I do Snapchats and I engage in it's music. So I'll do sad music and I'll put up the breakup sequence, and then I'll do like through a breakup sequence and stuff. It's fun.
The only one who does it.
No, we all do it. I tell you something, we all do it 110%. And if you don't do it, then I can't see how you can't motivate yourself and learn things. But anyway, I'm just going to take a wee drink. My hay fever's terrible today and it's not even sunny.
Oh, our mum's is the exact same, isn't it? Hers has been really bad lately.
Mine's has been that they girls look so confident. There you go. Nanette thinks she's looking confident. Yeah, you have put such. What acting jobs have you done? There you go, Amanda Cooper. What acting jobs have you done, girls?
Well, we'll do recent ones. So recently, I was just in River City. So I was playing the character of Blondie. It was Blondie Maya. She goes with too. And we've done like music videos, adverts, short films. We've done
different kind of stuff like you say, like adverts, commercials, kind of cinema, online stuff. Yeah.
Brilliant, girls. That's amazing. I've done a featured role, and it was due to come out, but lockdowns actually delayed it, and I'm just so excited because you know that way you don't know if your small part's actually going to be in the end movie or not. Do you know what I mean? So you're just waiting to see, because I'm not telling anybody what film it is in case I'm cut out. Do you know that way you're sitting on the couch and go, well, that's where I was, but my life is not in there. Obviously, wasn't good enough. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm very aware of the kids as well. I've been thinking a lot about that this morning because I ran a drama group at my kids' school. So I was thinking about maybe organising a wee Zoom class with some of the kids that were in that. Do you know what I mean? To do some fun stuff because my friend's been doing that up in Glasgow. So have you been doing any online kind of interaction where you're improving with other people online?
Yeah, we have, especially with our RP coach. I've been doing a lot of different things like that. Like she'll send me tasks to do, and then I'll either film it or we'll do a live like improv scene. So it's good fun. That's what's good about having obviously technology because it's so easy to doing it. But
if anything, like having something like lockdown in this day and age with like access to technology has definitely made it a lot easier.
100%. That would be. I mean, I've got nowhere near the experience of your acting coach, but definitely Blue Stockings is a good shout for RP because it's got such articulation and literature in it that you couldn't possibly do it in a slang voice. Yeah, so you have to articulate your words in order for it to be sound the way it's supposed to. It's got words of profanities, things like that. There's all that kind of content, and it's the trajectory and big words along that line. You couldn't do that in a Scottish accent at all. So it is great. I just I actually think I'm going to go and look at it myself and maybe just dress up in a curtain, a brown curtain.
Right, no, definitely.
The living room speaking RP and giving children into trouble in my RP voice. My kids are already really struggling. Imagine being in the house with Dee Maxwell, 16 characters a week.
Not at all.
Imagine what our family's like. And the amount of times I'll just start acting in like General American or
I feel sorry for our family. I do. It's just me and Heather acting all the time.
I know. Watch a movie and then try and recreate the scene in the mirror.
I know.
There's Nanette saying all the best for the future, girls. You know what I mean?
That's so nice.
You do have motivation because I do keep up with you. Obviously, I'm constantly busy. I hate saying that because I used to hate it when people say, "Oh, I'm so big and popular. I'm so busy. Look at me." But you do get so busy. You're just like, "Oh, they're still alive." Yes.
I know. Time just goes so fast. And I've not.
So what you're doing for the obviously we're starting to get phased down. What would be the ultimate first thing you want to do once you can meet another group? Who are you going to meet?
That's a good question.
Because you haven't thought about it. Because obviously being your age, it's not. You know what it's like when you don't involve a girls in a group chat. Do you know what I mean?
It'll probably be like us going out together actually and doing something, meeting up with friends. You know, just,
we have a weekly tradition that, because obviously Heather's at uni in Glasgow, so I'll get the train through, and normally once a week or something we'll meet for lunch, go shopping, just things like that, going for lunch.
What are you doing as your alternatives to acting? What he's putting in place? What is it you're doing at college and uni and stuff?
So I'm at uni just now studying electronic and electrical engineering, which you know is very different from
that's in your bio. So
so that's something like I've always loved studying. I've always been that weirdo that always really enjoyed my maths and my physics. So I enjoy studying that, and it's nice having kind of, I suppose, the balance. And because obviously that's during the day that I'm in Glasgow anyway. Like when I've got castings, it's always really handy. I'll just like go straight from uni or like in between lectures and go for my castings and
fantastic.
Ideal.
What are you doing, Marianne? You're not at uni, aren't you? Not.
No, I'm not. I'm the total opposite for Heather. Honestly, like I hated school. I absolutely. It was the academic social side. I loved social side. It was just the academic side. I really couldn't be bothered with it. I mean, I stayed on until 16. It was, and I did my exams. But as soon as I found out I could leave, I was off. So it was a year ago I left school to focus mainly on me doing acting, like just try to do different things that I wouldn't be able to do if I had a full-time job, basically, because I'm working part-time alongside it, and obviously I'm getting paid for my modelling and little acting jobs. But no, just to do that basically, and then just continue to do different acting, like pick up different accents. I've been trying to do like American, Cockney, like
go give us your American go.
Don't put me on the thought. That was the best one's my RP. That's good.
Right, go for it.
Right. I'll do my scene. Oh, Daryl, don't be a dark horse, darling.
I loved it. It just rolled. It was so regal. I loved it. It was lovely. No, you've got it's really good. It's learning. Obviously, they always taught me. Do you have any roles lined up after lockdown, girls? Leanne's asking.
So as of currently, I think because like the whole industry's on a standstill. We're still waiting to hear back from a lot of castings and things like we said, done tons
we've
of
had quite a few like callbacks from self-tapes that we've been doing, which are doing just now, but it's just like it's just the waiting game, basically, see what's happening. You just do the self-tapes and then forget about them.
Yeah, because you'll know yourself, like even this process, even face-to-face castings, it's not just one. You've got that and then you've got the callback and the callback to the callback.
It's such a process, like
I know it was actually a year down the line and my agent phoned me and says, Dee, you got such and such part, you have to be there, and I'm like, when did I do that?
That's the best.
I know.
We try and have towards it, like, because you go for so many castings and you send off so many self-tapes, you're better just sending it off and forgetting about it. So you'll hear about it, like you say, weeks, months down the line, and you're like, wait, which one was that I went forward for?
And what did I do? Where's the script? It is good to let people out there know, because I've got a friend who was acting. They're quite famous now, but they were acting they were a young age, but they never ever just quite glitched it. And about 36, they got this role, and that was them. Because I keep going, I'm 39. That's it. I'm just going to be comedy. Not that I'm not grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. And then lockdown happened, and I did all these wee shows and stuff. And I thought, no, I want my acting. I want to be somebody else, because that's what I think helps stimulate creative people, as being in a different role. Oh, you all could be River City and Dee can be the girl's mum. I think their mum would love that, because their mum was oh no, my Wayne's on screen, Mother's G Maxwell. But I'm not, listen, we're actresses. If River City's watching and they want me to be the girl's mum, then we're up for it, aren't we, girls?
Yeah, of course, 100%.
There we go. It's great to see you both. See you after lockdown. So that's somebody you know, John Gray.
Yeah, that's John Gray. He's a wonderful photographer that we've worked with many times.
Yeah, maybe he can do something for Dee'S Quaddy model face for our new stuff. You know, he can maybe do some magic or something. I know he's not Paul Daniels, but he could try. I'm currently wearing a wig, you know, and when I'm outside, I'm wearing a hat. You know, everybody's desperate for the pubs to open. I'm just desperate for my hairdresser.
Just to get everyone. No, I know, we're all desperate for the hairdressers. Can't wait for them.
There you go. There's a good question. Is there anyone that you want to work with big time? We've all got this wish.
Oh, there's so many actors that I look up to.
Right, who would be your online husband?
Oh, that's even worse, because that's what I was going to say would not be like my husband, but I think not a husband, but the ideal actor I'd love to work beside would be James McAvoy.
Me too. He's amazing.
Is like not even just the fact that he's Scottish, but honestly, like since
his acting's brilliant.
It's
acting's amazing. You have to study acting or be an actor to appreciate how versatile he is. It's like Cillian Murphy as well. It's just like, wow, that's what you call an actor, because they don't just do the same role. Tom Hardy as well, although he's been typecast a bit in recent years. I just love watching them. And James McAvoy, Split, what a film.
Yeah, I know. It's honestly, like, as you know, like as an actor yourself, like you watch him and you can just see every single thought process, every single kind of bit of analysis that he's done. It's unbelievable. Like, I've never watched any of his roles and like just don't get goosebumps and like in an absolute awe of acting.
Totally blown away. I think he's the one person, even though he's Scottish and even though I'm nowhere near his status, but even though I've got a bit of awareness, people know who I am, I still think I would collapse like a amateur on the spot if I see James McAvoy and he went, "All right, Dee, how you doing?" I would just die.
Yeah, fan moment.
I would just be like, but I can't.
I think it'd be the exact same, honestly.
No, definitely.
You know, and he's got such charisma and he's amazing. I think because obviously I don't see him as my husband, I just don't think it wouldn't fit as a TV couple, I'm afraid. So I couldn't have James McAvoy for that reason only. You know, I think I would get slagged and they get told that he's what's he doing, or I was punching. You know,
not at all.
Thanks, it took me a long while to take that bait. I was waiting for you to tell me beautiful half an hour ago. But yeah, so what's the I'll let you go now, girls, but what's the plans for the week ahead? What you doing? You get anything, self-tapes or anything going?
There's a self-tape actually that's due in, I think it's Tuesday, so I'll have that done. And you've got that as well. Because obviously, because me and Heather are the same age, we do go for a lot of the same roles.
Because like we're fall into that same age
competition.
I know. But one thing that's quite good, because we're so different. You know yourself that like quite often when you don't get roles, it's not like you're acting, it's just that you're not right for that character. You're not like who the director like has to do that role. So I suppose that's one good thing that we always try and keep in mind. I mean, we're completely different, so it's never really a direct competition. It's just whoever is best suited for that character.
And whenever we're doing self-tapes and things like that, we don't show each other our acting techniques. We'll get our mum to read in for us or something.
Because we act, like even our acting, like we can get the same character, the same bio, and they are so different. Like we just play totally differently.
There you go. Hi, beautiful girls, inside and out.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. So you both look so stunning. There you go. There's another one. But yeah, it's been amazing, girls. You have done fantastic. They're lovely lassies, just like yourself, Dee. Thanks, Denise. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's lovely. Your energy's high. It's not you can articulate yourself. You are doing well, and you're very positive. And I hope that you do have an amazing future. And if Auntie Dee flops, can you just throw her a fiver? You know.
But don't worry, you're not going to flop anything.
Well, I hope not. You know, I mean, I don't think there's too many more crazy people like me in the world. I'm hoping that I'm so far. But anyway, I'm going to let you go, girls. You have been amazing. Thanks for coming on the show. Absolutely wonderful. If you anything you want to say before you go, girls?
No, just thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
You are welcome. It was lovely. Speak to you in the back room. See you later.
Bye.
Well, that was an amazing interview. Do you know, I love everybody that comes on, especially my friends and stuff and kids and stuff and people of youth, and it gives you a different perspective. And one thing I knew that Mary and Heather wouldn't let me down on is energy and warmth. They're such lovely, lovely girls. That's not an act what you're seeing on there. That is just them. They shine. When I met Mary, and I was quite nervous. I was hosting my first show. It was a charity fashion show. You know, it was to get for cancer for kids and people in Africa and stuff. It was an amazing day, and I was stressed and I was terrified, although I wasn't shown that. And there was such warmth come off Mary and her mum helped me, and they put me in touch with things. They were amazing people, and they're lovely girls to know. So if there's any acting professionals or anyone that's looking for these type, I would highly recommend them. Go on and follow them, Mary Waddle and Heather Waddle, go on their pages, give them some support, girls, because I think it's amazing to support anybody who's trying to make a difference and make a better life for themselves. And that's what the girls have always done. Their mum's beautiful as well. So it's thanks to the beautiful people in my life that I can do this. Next Friday, I've got an amazing guest. He went to the Royal Conservatoire in Glasgow. He's very much into his theatre. He does any job, no big, too small, and I will put it up I'll put it up tomorrow and let you have a wee think about it. But he's an amazing energy, an amazing friend, and we'll see you next Friday on Friday Feeling, and I'll see you on Sunday, Late Show with Ronnie Park. Bye.